Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so happy to welcome you here to the 2017 Consumer Electronics Show. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the advanced artificial intelligence system we call UE. Now, UE learns from us, grows with us, builds a relationship that's meaningful and emotional. So UE, what are you still doing up on the screen? Why don't you come down and show everybody our new amazing car. Say hello to the Toyota Concept i. Even the exterior of the vehicle is about building a relationship between the car and the world around it, and focus on the driver-vehicle relationship. Now, thanks to UE, the Concept i is built to enhance that relationship. This is a vehicle that grows with you. The more you drive, the smarter UE gets. Now, this Concept i isn't going to be on the road tomorrow, but we still have an awful lot of work to do.
And yet we know, as wonderful as artificial intelligence is, artificial intelligence systems are inevitably flawed. TRI is taking a two-track approach. We're simultaneously developing a system that we call Guardian, which is designed to make human driving safer, while simultaneously we are working on artificial intelligence in a system that we call Chauffeur. And so the difference is that Guardian only engages when it's needed, while Chauffeur engages all of the time whenever the autonomy is turned on. The Guardian driver is meant to be in control of the car at all times, except in the cases where the Guardian anticipates or identifies a pending incident and briefly employs some kind of corrective response. Depending on the situation, Guardian can alert the driver with visual cues, with audible alarms, and then, if necessary, influence or control speed and steering the same way that a chauffeur would do, but only temporarily. The Concept i agent might also be a way to modulate and maintain a driver's situational awareness using mild secondary tasks to promote safety. Perhaps, for example, UE could engage the driver in a conversation that would reduce the vigilance decrement the way talking on the two-way radio or even looking for speed traps seems to do with truck drivers. And so our goal at TRI is to someday create a car that will never be responsible.
Hey everybody, Norm from Tested here at CES 2017. Now, Razer always introduces something crazy at CES, a prototype, and this year no exception. Now, Vincent, you're the lead on Project Valerie, is that correct? This laptop here?
Yes, Project Valerie. It's the world's first automated triple display laptop.
So putting 3 displays built into a laptop onto the top hinge, how difficult of a technical challenge is that? I mean, why this as opposed to just buying 2 additional displays and putting them on the side and plugging them over DisplayPort?
Yeah. First, our ID and engineering team, they're amazing guys. They really spent a lot of time in making this happen, especially here at the show today with working prototypes, right? And so just to give you guys a brief background to why we even did this, right? So, last year, as you know, we launched the Razer Blade Pro in October. Really awesome launch for us. It's the first time in Razer history that we introduced a desktop class gaming notebook into our family line of Blade notebooks, right? So we have this very powerful gaming notebook now with the Blade Pro, but we still recognize that there's an audience that really wants more than just power. They also want that visual multi-monitor experience that you can only find on a desktop, right? And so a lot of us also at Razer, we all use, we're the same way. We value that. We want that immersive surround view experience. We also want that for productivity, multitasking reasons, right? And so, we kind of played around with the idea. We were like, as you mentioned, were we crazy enough to go out and try this? Like, did we even think it was feasible for us to even do this? So we did it anyway. Just what the heck, and so we did it. And this is kind of how it all came together with Project Valerie. We managed to incorporate a fully integrated, fully automated triple display into a notebook.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. If you have a GTX 1080 in a laptop form factor, you want to maximize all those pixels. You're not going to use it for something like VR. So was the design spec to do maybe three 1080p screens side by side?
So actually, everything we have here at the show, it's all 4K. So all 3 panels are 4K panels. So you're driving at the highest resolution ever in a notebook, which is 12K. spanning across all 3 displays in surround view. That's like, it's really amazing in terms of what you can do on a notebook now. And it definitely was a lot of time and invested even just to create these prototypes and make it work here. But at the end of the day, it was a really great experience to even have this on show floor for you guys.
Now we're playing a video now, but I know you guys have been running demos, running Battlefield 1 on this. Are you guys running that at full 12K resolution, or are you scaling up?
Oh, we were running Battlefield 1 on the system here in particular, and it was running at full 4K right across the screen, as well as ultra settings at 60 hertz with G-Sync enabled. And again, to mention, on top of it being 4K panels, it is G-Sync enabled, as well as IGZO panels. So what you find in our Razer Blade Pro as well.
Now, the actual ergonomics of using a laptop like this, like let's not talk about weight and stuff like that. We know the person who's into some concept like this, they're not going to be taking this on an airplane, but just how you use it. If you put this at desktop, people can orient their displays how they want it. Are you designing hinges so you can fold these in? How does it actually slide out of the panel at the top?
Yeah, it's a good question, and like I mentioned, it's all automated, right? So we wanted to make this setup as easy for the user as possible. So the actual extended monitors, they would deploy on its own when the user wants to have that multi-monitor experience, right? So this is either through a physical button or through software that they would enable it. And then the laptop itself would deploy those extended monitors and align it flush with the main display. So you have that seamless multi-monitor surround view.
A mechanized, motorized experience?
Exactly.
Insane.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. And that's what we wanted. We wanted this experience to be as cool and as unique as possible. We also didn't want that labor involved because, versus traditional desktops where you have to calibrate every individual display, there's a lot of cable management involved, there's a lot of adjustment of height, whereas with Project Valerie, we bring all of that into one portable chassis and make it really simple for someone to set up a multi-monitor experience in a matter of seconds, and you could deploy that anywhere at any time.
Are you allowing the user to maybe configure the angle for the monitors as well, and with button or software?
Yeah. So even on our cosmetic sample out there that you guys would see, it is already angled on its own, so you can get that wraparound experience. And that kind of feedback actually that you're mentioning, like can it be adjusted, and all the things that we're looking for actually at the show. And that's why when we announced it, that's what our primary goal was here at CES 2017, was just to get that feedback from everyone, from you guys, from your fans, anyone who's watching, just to see, are they interested in this? Is this something that they think is they would get, or we're just trying to get that kind of feedback, and that's definitely come up a lot, and that's something we would take into consideration as well.
Tapping into the GPU, by putting a 3-monitor setup built in, are you then taking away the ability to add an external monitor? Is the idea to still have video out?
Well, because it's, at least with our prototypes right now, it's all based on Blade Pro. So even though this is all native, right? This is all built into the laptop. So technically, you're not taking up additional, space for adding on external monitors, because we do still have that HDMI port. We still have a Thunderbolt C USB-C port, right? So you could technically, if you go through USB-C, you could have 2 additional 4K displays attached. So you got up to 5 displays. I don't know, but that's that's unheard of. It's
as many pixels as the GPU will let you push out. Well, thank you so much, Vincent, for showing me Project Valerie. Is this going to be a real product? What can you say?
Honestly, with the feedback we're getting right now, it's overwhelmingly positive. It could happen, honestly. But it's just a matter of all that feedback we need to take in and develop that. And can we build on top of what everyone wants? Because we do want the best experience possible. So it's a possibility. It's not complete, never to see the light of day sort of thing, right?
All right. Well, thank you so much.